Dear students, welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. Welcome all of you also in BSc 3rd chemistry. We will focus paper number 9 as per CBCS pattern. It is also called as code number DSC E5 and name of the paper is inorganic chemistry. So in this whole year for semester 5 and semester 6 we will focus on inorganic chemistry section. From this year, that is June 2019, Shivaji University Kolhapur implemented CBCS pattern for BSc part 3. Also you have faced this CBCS pattern from BSc first year, second year and is in continuation in BSc part 3. As per CBCS syllabus pattern, the title of new paper is paper number 9, code number DSC E5 and paper number 13 DSC F5 belongs from inorganic chemistry. Subsequently paper number 10 DSC E6, paper number 14 DSC F6 organic chemistry, paper number 11 DSC E7 and paper number 15 DSC F7 belongs from physical chemistry, paper number 12 DSC E8 and paper number 16 DSC F8 belongs from analytical and industrial chemistry. So for BSc 3rd chemistry there are total 4 papers in semester 5 and 4 papers in semester 6, along with there are practical exam for 200 marks. So we will see nature of theory question paper. So total marks for theory question paper is 40 and question pattern is question number 1 is answer in one sentence, 1 mark for each question, that is 4 questions for 4 marks. Then there is a multiple choice questions, 1 mark for each question, that is 4 questions for 4 marks. Previously in old pattern it contains all MCQ type questions for 8 marks, but now in this new pattern this 8 marks divided into one sentence question and MCQ question pattern. Then question number 2, there is a long answer type questions, 2 out of 3 and marks, total marks for is 20, that is there are each question for 10 marks. You have to write 2 questions out of 3. Then question number 3, that is short answer type question, 3 out of 5 and marks is 12, that is each question for 4 marks. So you have to write 3 questions out of 5. So total it is exam is for 40 marks and 10 marks is for internal exam. Then we will schedule the internal exam in the form of seminar, in the form of any unit test or any ICT tool technique, that is Google quiz test. Already we have performed in second year, that is Google form quiz or quiz through Edmodo app. So in this year also we will follow this advanced techniques in teaching learning method. Now we will see, that is BSc 3 CBCS pattern semester 5 paper number DSC E5 paper number 9 inorganic chemistry. Then there are first we will highlight the expected learning outcomes from these 5 units, that is paper number 9 consists of total 5 units. Unit number 1 acids, bases and non-aqueous solvents. Then expected learning outcomes from these units are useful for the study of role of acids and bases in chemistry. The study of non-aqueous solvents is important to learn all chemical properties of solutes and from the research point of view. Then unit number 2, metal ligand bonding in transition metal complexes, useful to understand geometry, stability and nature of bonding between metal ion and ligand in complexes. Then unit number 3, metal semiconductors and superconductors. In this unit we will see, that is the topic deals with the synthesis and the applications of the semiconductors and superconductors in electrical and electronic devices. Unit number 4, that is organometallic compounds. The structure, method of preparation and the applications of organometallic compound in various fields are explained. Then last unit is a catalysis. In this unit we will see the classification, type, mechanism and applications of catalyst in industrial field is explained. Then we will see detailed syllabus in paper number 9 in organic chemistry. There is unit number 1, acids, bases and non-aqueous solvents. Point number 1, we will see introduction to theories of acids and bases. That is, very famous theories are Arrhenius concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept, Lewis concept, Lux-Blood concept. In this we will see only definition and their respective examples. Then point number 2, hard and soft acids and bases, also called as HSAB concept. There are sub point 1, classification of acids and bases as hard, soft and borderline. Point number 2, Pearson's HSAB concept. Point number 3, acid base strength and hardness, softness. Point number 4, applications and limitations of HSAB principle. Then point number 3, chemistry of non-aqueous solvents. Sub point 1, there is an introduction, definition and characteristics of solvents. Point number 2, classification of solvents. Point number 3, physical properties and acid base reactions in liquid ammonia and liquid sulfur dioxide. This is about the unit number 1. Then unit number 2, metal ligand bonding in transition metal complexes. This unit number 2 is the extension of coordination chemistry which we have studied in BSc second year for the last semester. In this coordination chemistry we have studied, that is the Werner's theory, their postulates, then IUPAC nomenclature, then isomerism, geometrical, optical, and lastly we have focused on valence bond theory of transition metal complexes. But in this unit we will see in details about the coordination chemistry, and first point is a crystal field theory, CFT. Unit point sub point 1, there is an introduction, shapes of d orbitals, basic assumptions of CFT. Then point number 2, crystal field splitting of d orbitals of metal ion in octahedral, tetrahedral, square planar complexes and John Taylor distortion. Then point number 3, factors affecting the crystal field splitting. Point number 4, high spin, low spin octahedral complexes with respect to only cobalt in 2+ oxidation state. Point number 5, crystal field stabilization energy CFSE calculation with respect to octahedral complexes only. And point number 6, limitations of CFT. Then point 2.2 consists of molecular orbital theory, MOT, in which we will see first introduction. In second point we will see MOT of octahedral complexes with sigma bonding, such as titanium H2O6 3+, COF6 3-, CONH3 6 3+, and lastly we will highlight their merits and demerits of MOT. Then unit number 3, that is metals, semiconductors and superconductors. Their sub points, that is point number 1, introduction. Point number 2, properties of metallic solids. Point number 3, theories of bonding in metal. There are two theories, free electron theory and molecular orbital theory, also called as band theory. Then point number 4, we will see classification of solids as conductor, insulators and semiconductors on the basis of band theory. Then point number 5, semiconductors. There are two types, intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor, and lastly applications of semiconductors. Then point number 6, we will see superconductors. There are ceramic superconductor, their preparation, structure of mixed oxide YBa2Cu3O7-X. And lastly point number 7, that is applications of superconductors. Then unit number 4, that is organometallic chemistry. Point number 1, that is definition, nomenclature of organometallic compounds. Point number 2, synthesis and structural study of alkyl and aryl compounds of beryllium and aluminium. Then point number 3, mononuclear carbonyls, nature of bonding in simple mononuclear carbonyls, NiCO4, FeCO5 and CrCO6. Then last unit, that is unit number 5, is a catalysis. Their first point is introduction. Point number 2, classification of catalytic reactions, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysis. Point number 3, types of catalysis. Point number 4, characteristics of catalytic reactions. And point number 5, we will see mechanism of catalysis, that is intermediate compound formation theory, and second one adsorption theory. And lastly, last point is the industrial applications of catalysis. This is overall the syllabus of semester 5, paper number 9, inorganic chemistry. So there are overall total 5 units. So in summary, in BSc 3rd there are total semester 5 and 6, and we will focus only on inorganic chemistry for each semester. Inorganic chemistry paper number 9 in semester 5, and inorganic chemistry paper number 13 in semester 6. In next video we will focus on, or we will start unit number 2nd, that is metal ligand bonding in transition metal complexes. So thank you all of you.